Just really proud of our kids' effort. It was a hard-fought game. There's a lot of emotions in the game. The game wasn't a very cleanly played game. There's a lot of mistakes. But we talk all the time to our kids about it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just keep fighting, stay together, believe in the plan, believe in what we're working on, and a lot of great things can happen. I'm just so proud of our defense. Our defense has had a tough time over the last few weeks. They haven't played particularly well, but boy, they really stepped up big in some big situations, stopping them. They're a good running football team. The quarterback's a talent, the tailback's a talent, and our guys came up with some big stops, especially in the second half. I'm really proud of how we ran the football. We talked all week about how we needed to be balanced. We needed to have some ball control runs. We needed to move the ball down the field methodically. They like to run the ball, and they like to keep it away from you with ball possession. So that was an important part of it. I thought our line blocked well, and I thought Kelton Moore just had such a gutty performance, and so proud of him. McLean Mannix was a difference maker, made big plays in the passing game, but also the punt returns he had were really, really important. He hadn't been back there most of the year. This is the first time we put him back there, and it was a difference maker. I think our special teams and the field position that we got were really important. We made some mistakes in the game. We had some third and fourth down plays that we didn't execute very well, but overall our kids had a great effort, and it was a great team win. I just, as you go along, you learn more and more. I thought, it was great. Coach Alt came and talked to our team Monday. We do a scouting report for each opponent. He came and talked to the team for about a half hour. But I just thought it was great that he talked about the history of the game, the history of the Cannon and how it first started to become involved in this rivalry, when they first started playing Nevada. And then just the tradition of our school. I think it just gave our kids a deeper understanding of how much success our program has had. There are long stretches of time where that cannon never left our campus. And I think our kids got a lot of pride from that, understanding that and knowing that. And so we want to understand our place in this rivalry, and we want to continue to build on that great tradition that we do have here. I just was really pleased with our patience because, we went into this game really being determined to run the football. We've made a lot of big plays throwing the ball, but we felt like to win the game we had to run it. And we were really patient with it. I thought Matt and Mason did a really good job identifying the runs and then just staying with it. We did make some plays along the way. We went right down the field on the first drive. But the second half running game and sticking with it and being patient was a big key. And Kelton Moore, his physicality, I think, was the difference for us offensively. And him finishing runs late in the third and fourth quarter, those were really critical for us winning the game. No, it was, and we had some fourth down. We had a fourth down where we went for it, and our center couldn't hear the snap count because it was loud, and so the play didn't come off properly. But that was a big play, and we practice those plays all the time. We practice a lot of situations, and I told our kids this game is really about who we are and how we practice every day, and the discipline that we try to live with. And you don't win this game in one day. It's a culmination of a lot of work over the course of a few months. And so, I'm really proud of our kids for that. They all had a part in it, offense, defense, special teams. It was truly a team win. And I'm proud of our coaches, just for sticking with our kids and being positive and preparing them. And you have to give credit to our seniors as well. Those kids could have checked out on us when things didn't start to go well. You know, we never blamed the players, you know, as coaches. You know, we always took responsibility for it. And I think we kept our kids together through this whole thing. And we got something to build on. You know, we can be proud of a lot of the improvements we made offensively over the course of the year. We can also be proud of how we finished defensively. And we've got a bunch of great recruits here this weekend. Kids that are difference makers in our program, kids that fit needs that we're really looking for. You know, when you look at what Fresno did in a year. Fresno was 1-11 last year, and now they're playing in the championship game. And that can easily be us. So we have a lot to look forward to. I love the attitude of our kids. I love the way they fight to continue to do the right things. And we'll just continue to build on that. Well, I just think we had a bunch of guys like Corey Rush and Austin Paulus and Gabe Sewell and a bunch of guys that just continue to fight. Malik Reed, and really stay the course. And, you know, one of the things that Jeff loves to do defensively is pressure and disguise. And the kids did a good job today. The pressure on the quarterback was really important today. And then I think our secondary stepped up and made some critical plays when we had to. That was a big part of the game. You know, this quarterback is a dangerous guy, and if he gets out in the open field, he's very tough to get down. And I think on the most part, we did a pretty good job of containing him. I just think we've made a lot of progress, especially offensively. You know, I think our defense played well in spots in the middle of the year. You know, we didn't play particularly well. But I'm really proud of how we finished today with our defense. And you know, I think we have to get bigger defensively. I think we have to get bigger as a team. You know, we had some kids over the house for Thanksgiving, and we just talked to them about, man, we got to be bigger. And we're going to start working on that next week, getting in the weight room, trying to put weight on our guys. We have to be bigger in our defensive line. I think that's an area we got to get bigger, and we got to run better at the linebacker position. So we got a bunch of good kids. I think we got 5 linebackers here this weekend. They're all really great athletes that can run, and we got a bunch of big kids that can help us get bigger size-wise. So it's going to be a really competitive month now. Recruiting, we got early signing date. It's going to totally be different this year than in years past. We're on a bunch of great kids, and you know, having them see us play the way we did today was really important. You know, he's been a guy we didn't want to get him hurt. We had some different guys back there, and because of some suspensions, those guys weren't with us. So we felt like it was important to have somebody that could get the ball back for us and really make plays. And McLean certainly is capable of doing that. So I wanted to get him back there and get his hands on the ball. He did a great job today. Those returns are important. This team has struggled a little bit on special teams. UNLV have, so we wanted to take advantage in the return game, and those are important plays in the game for us to get the ball back and have that great field position. It means everything. I mean, you know, the cannon's in our hallway. It's right outside my office. You know, and I've said this before, when we have different functions with boosters and alumni and we take it out, it just does not feel right when it's not in our building. So it's a real sense of pride. You know, I told the kids we were going to take a picture with the scoreboard in the back, and it's going up in that office. And the cannon's going back in that hallway on Monday. So we're really proud of that. It means a lot to this program. This program has got a great tradition in this game, and our tradition in this game is us keeping the cannon. And so we want to keep that. We want our kids to understand the importance of it, and we want to think about it and work on it all year long. No, we told them what we wanted to do at the cannon before the game, that we wanted to win the game, we wanted to take a picture on the field, and we wanted to go back in that hallway on Monday morning. Thank you.
It's huge. I mean, just guys like Austin Corbett, Patrick Chowda, Wyatt Demps. Just the season wasn't what we wanted it to be, but we sent them out on a great note, won the Cannon, and got a good victory for them. It's huge. It's everything. Like I said before, I was told that if we lose every game but win this one, that's okay. And it's not okay, but that's how big this game is to this community and to this team and to everybody that's from Northern Nevada, and that's why we went out there and tried so hard to keep the Cannon. Yeah, he was amazing. He's just always stayed the course, never gotten down on himself, never really given in for his whole career, and it all paid off today. Uh-huh. Yeah, it was big. Coach Castillo put us in a great call. The linebackers flew, and we were able to get off the field, get it back to our offense. I think they scored on that drive. So, did they? Yeah, yeah. So that was big, and just the whole defense really, it was great, and the offense scored when they needed to. Yeah, really, the unsung hero in that is House Sakona. Like, he's a true nose. You don't really see, what he brings to the game because he's not making TFLs, he's not making tackles, because he has two people on him. But when he's able to hold the point and not let people get up to the linebackers, that's just huge for us. Yeah, it was huge. I mean, for the most part, a lot of our team's coming back next year, so getting this win against our rival and being able to have some momentum going into the offseason and something to hang our hats on for next year, that's just huge, so looking forward to it. To be honest, I think we listened to our coaches a little bit more. They've done a great job trying to put us in the right spots and doing the right things, and for some reason we got in those spots today, so that was huge for us, and we were able to get the win. Yeah, I mean, it was intense. I felt like they gave up a little bit towards the end, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It felt like they were a little lifeless towards the end, but it was good. Yeah, I mean, it was just about keeping the Cannon. That adds like a little cherry on top, definitely. Because that would have sucked if they would have won the Cannon and been able to go to a bowl game because of us. So that's huge. Honestly, it's my coach. It's Coach Kafusi and Coach Castillo putting us in spots, and the guys around me are playing amazing. So they're pulling blocks off, and that's really all there is to it. Thank you, guys.
It's everything, especially to this community, this team. We had a great week of practice, so, I thought we came in with a great plan and, did what we had to do when we needed to do it to win the game. And so, it's just huge to keep the Cannon blue and where it belongs. Yeah, it makes it a little sweeter. We weren't really thinking about that. We just wanted to keep the Cannon. That was the main focus all week. So it is a little cherry on top, but just proud of my team and how they fought today. Yeah, I mean, he's been great for me. Ever since I came in last year, towards the end of the season, he's always been one of my top targets. He's had a great career here, and I'm gonna miss him. I love him, so wish him the best. Yeah, he played a great game today. He's a young freshman, and so he's got things to learn. And he's a great player, and he executed today. I think everyone could see, how great of a player he is and what a great weapon he's going to be for us in the future, and also in the special teams phase too. Yeah, I mean, they had a heck of a day. A lot of the times the offense wasn't doing what we had to do to win, and they kept us in it for the most part. So, we were able to score when it mattered towards the end of the game, but we couldn't have done it and had the lead without the defense coming up big for the whole entire game. So, really proud of them and how they fought. Yeah, I mean, we knew we wanted to be balanced. We wanted to be able to throw it in, run it, and all week, Coach Norvell and Coach All emphasized, hitting them, and eventually, they won't get up. So, the O-line running downhill, getting good blocks, and Kelton running downhill, lowering in shoulder. I think, eventually it wore them out, and we were able to come out on top. Yeah, it's huge. We won, but there was a lot of mistakes too, and a lot to build off of. So, we just want to keep learning, keep this momentum, getting this win going in the off season, and just using it to our advantage for next year. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think football is a big game of emotions and how things are going. So. I think we kept control of our emotions for a lot of the game, when we were behind, and I think the momentum shifted then, and I think we just came together as a team and played as a team as a whole to come win this game. Yeah. Yeah, I was when we installed the play, I was mad because it wasn't going to count as a touchdown pass. So, but no, yeah, he was one of the players of the game, and had one rush for -1 yard. So, it was just kind of a fun play. Yeah, I mean, it shows that we're confident that we're the better team and that the cannon belongs here. So, the whole game we were just saying, we're going to win this game. We cannot lose the cannon. And we executed that, and we're able to take the picture with the cannon afterwards. Yeah, I want to make it 3-0. So, going to celebrate it and, look forward to next year as well. Yeah, I mean, this season obviously, wasn't where we wanted to be at. We obviously didn't want our record to show that, but, it's huge for us getting this year under our belt, and, next year is my last year, so, I'm excited to work this off season and come out next year and, try to make a huge leap. Thank you.
It was huge. I mean, it was my first game playing the UNLV, and it was an exciting atmosphere. I loved it, and it was really good getting the cannon and getting some momentum going into next season and the off season. Yes, sir, it did. I mean, fans were cheering loud. It was a really good atmosphere. I liked it a lot. On Tuesday, he decided to put me back there at punt return. Yes, sir. I returned all 4 years. I felt like they were pretty big. I mean, it got us some momentum going into the fourth quarter, get the ball inside the 50, so get the offense working. Yes, Yes, sir. I felt like we were going to get it clicking, and finally we got it clicking, and we were rolling on all cylinders, running the ball and passing the ball, and we finally got it clicking, I guess, in the third quarter. That was very important to end the season like this. I mean, getting me some momentum going into the offseason, just getting ready to work hard and get ready for next season and get a lot of wins. I mean, we're going to have a really good team next year, I feel like. We're not losing very many guys. We're going to have a stout defense and a really good offense. I mean, we got Ty come back. We're losing Wyatt. That's a big part of our offense, and Corbett and Z. But, I mean, we're going to have to fill their shoes and go play. Just working hard every day and acting like it's your last play in the last game, every play, and just working hard. Good. All right.
It's a party in there. Absolutely. You know, this is college football to the T. You know, there's nothing greater than this game all around, and especially this rivalry that we have. I mean, you could tell just the fans and both teams. Just it's a physical game. Just both sides of the ball, people getting after it, and I mean, it's truly such an honor to be able to walk out of here with the cannon and keeping it blue.
Just saw the celebration on Twitter.
It's the biggest party ever. Those are the memories that I'm gonna remember and I'm gonna cherish for my life, and I know that. And really, normally I hate technology, but this is one time I'm really thankful to be able to capture that moment, so I can relive it here on down the road, and just really carry that with me forever, and just be able to celebrate around that cannon and give it its glory that it deserves. It's truly such an honor. Well, you know, we saw it coming out. It was right there, right by the tunnel, and you're coming out. So we win. I run down there. It's not there. And then everyone's like, "Oh, it's on the other side." So I run back down there. It's not there. And they're like, "Oh, it's actually by the locker room." So I'm just doing 300-yard gassers out there, just looking for the thing. And but sure enough, it's there for us, and it's staying in this building.
It seemed like a lot of alums came back to this game. Does that kind of show, you know, what this game means to people, and how important was it for them as they're there watching?
Yeah, you know, we did our Wolfpack walk the night before the game, and this is by far the most alumni we had out there, and each one of them kind of touched on a personal story they had. And I mean, that on top of Coach Alt's stories that he had for us early in the week, I think that really just helped this team understand of what the importance of this game and what the cannon means. And just to have their support, know that they're here for us, and to be able to keep that. And that's why we play this game. I mean, it's 1896, first year in Nevada football. And it's those guys who really set the foundation for where we are today.
It seemed like as the game wore on, you guys just started in the trenches and that, and eventually turned the game. Or is that kind of how you saw it, as you were persistent to eventually just win the pull out?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the two losses that I had to this team, the Union never really did anything special. And in the two wins, the Union was dominant. And so going into the week, I made sure that the Union was on top of their game, that we got extra film work in, that we were all on the same page. And it's never the first time you knock them down. You know, they're going to get back up, and you're going to knock them down again, and they're going to get back up. But come down to that fourth quarter, you're going to knock them down, and they're not going to get back up. That's what the Union is, you know, imposing our will on them, and knowing in the fourth quarter that we will do anything we want. We will run the ball where we want, as far as we want, and we will run out the game.
Corey said he kind of felt them kind of, maybe not give up, but, you know, kind of wilt at the end. Is that kind of the feeling you got?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, going down there, going in, that, you know, their late drive, going in to put points, and they're moving the ball well, but the defense just did a great job and came with those big stops. And every time they'd get a sack or a tackle for loss, you can just see their sideline deflate, and we just fed on that. And then we come in, we got a 4-minute drill. We're trying to run out the clock. It's about minute 30 left. They have all 3 timeouts still, and I just got on the Union. We were in that media break, and I got on them. This is on us. This is why the Union is called the Union. It is our job to run down their throats and end this game right. And we came out. We just knew after that first run, we broke it for 4 or 5 yards, and just be able to push the front that way. That builds us. That builds our confidence. Really, what this Union is. And Coach Miller, just as soon as he came in here, he was talking about the Union, bringing it back to what it's supposed to be and its origins. And he's done a phenomenal job with that. And I'm truly just incredibly lucky to spend my final year with him.
The 2 times previously you won UNLV. How does it feel different doing it in front of your home crowd and being able to celebrate at the stadium rather than a few people?
Completely different. I mean, those Sundays we had a great big paint party, and now there's no reason. We did our jobs. That's the way it's meant to be. I mean, I give them all the credit in the world. They've got a great team, and they've been a little slower in the years, but they've made a lot of progress, and they're going to be a real tough team here in the future. And to come in here, and this is our house, and this is our valley. We got to protect the valley at all costs. And I failed 2 times previously, but not a third. Wasn't going to let that happen, and really just proud of my team, how they stepped up and understanding that this is our home. We protect it. We give what the community they deserve.
Coach said that he had told you guys before the game that the plan was to take a picture with the scoreboard in the back and set it all out. Was that the confidence entering the game that this was going to go your way and you guys were taking that picture?
Yeah, I mean, leading up all week of practice, just physical, guys getting after each other, not worrying about the fact that it's week 12. Guys are beat up. They're flying around practicing just like it's fall camp. And just to have that tempo, you go in, you're like, I mean, it doesn't matter if we're 0-11 or 11-0 going to the game. We're going to get the best from that team. And that's what we got tonight. And but that's rivalry week. That's what it is. And just to know that it was our job to protect the cannon. I mean, I told the guys earlier that once the game starts, it's not our cannon anymore. We're fighting for it. We're fighting to get it and to win it. And to really understand that we're fighting to win and not fighting to, you don't want to fight to lose the cannon, to not lose it, I should say. You want to fight to win it. Because when you're fighting to win, you're just playing your guts out. You're not worried. You're not making mistakes. And I felt like early in the first half, that's what we were kind of doing. And so I just wanted to make sure that we were playing to win and not to not lose.
Late in the third quarter, there was a touchdown in your red zone. At any stage, were you worried that this thing wasn't going to turn out like this?
No, for this week, it's different. You never know what's going to happen. And I just had complete faith in my defense. They've been playing their butts off these last couple of games and really stepping up and just made a bunch of progress here late in the season. And I knew they were going to get the job done. I mean, they were getting field goals all night, and that's what we need from them. And so, I mean, hats off to our defense, and they've just done such a phenomenal job progressing as the year went on.
They did get that stop on 4th down inside your 10, and then return said, yeah, your 10, they could have kicked the goal as well. Like, was that when the game changed because their turn point?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to stop that deep in their own red zone, and then turn over on downs, and we go down 11 plays and 91 yards. And that'll break someone. And for sure broke their will. And then we just kept piling on from there. And just incredibly blessed to play with this team. And it wasn't the year that we wanted, but we got the cannon back, and that's what matters. It was probably the worst opportunity to call the play. I saw the ball leave Ty's hands and immediately lost it in the sun. I saw 0, and I was just like, okay, I can't see a thing. And then last second, I saw it come out, and then had to refocus my eyes and saw a guy coming right at me. And, yeah, that's fun. That's fun. I can't even say words, obviously. It's so fun. That's every big guy's dream. We rarely get to even touch the ball unless you're the center. And just to have our coaches bless me with that opportunity is just amazing. Even though I lost the yard, it was all right. It was worth it.
Did you almost get past that guy? It seemed like it just too quickly.
Yeah, he did. you know, he was coming up, and as soon as I turned upfield, I saw him coming. They're fast on the edges, I'll tell you what. But I knew he was going to go low because, I mean, physics just isn't in his favor, and that's what they do. So I know I don't want to say I attempted a hurdle, but I tried to get over him. But 300 pounds doesn't move that well, so that's all right.
This team really loves, Coach, even though you guys won 3 games this season. How does he form that bond, and what is the future for this program?
Yeah, I mean, day one for me when he got here, he let the leadership committee talk first to him on what we wanted. And so we told him what we wanted. I mean, obviously, we didn't want a rebuild year, but that's the way things go. And really, we just had a lot of things not go our way this year. But going into film, he stays positive. He's not one just to come to rip your ear off and just scream right in your ear all the time, because, that's not the way a lot of people respond. And I mean, especially with just consecutive losses, people understand that they're doing wrong, and he understands that. If there's no reason just to jump down their throats, and he's just a phenomenal job of understanding how to coach, not just like the whole team, but individually as well. And he's taking his time to get to know each one of the players, and he coaches each one of them according to what they need. And so, I mean, he's been around for a long time. He knows how it's done, and that's, I just love him.
Because what does it mean to you that you're going to leave here with the Cannon, and go off to your coach?
I mean, I told you earlier in the week, Cannon's the only thing that matters. That'll make your whole career. You leave your senior year with the Cannon, it doesn't matter what happened the previous years. You left, you did your job, and you left your legacy on this university. We know that Cannon belongs in Reno, and it's ours, and it's staying here.